everyone, and welcome to Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. I am Carol Kearns. My husband, Harry Schuh, is our co-host. Our mission for the show is twofold: to provide information about Connecticut Lions events and to showcase the many different organizations and causes that Lions support locally, regionally, and internationally. Harry?
Good evening and welcome. Please consult our website at www.lions23b.org or your district spirit for more information on coming events.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry.
Welcome back to my testimonial that was held on June 15th, 2019 at Chatterley's, and we pick up with Council Secretary Treasurer Dave Yaddick.
En avant.
So, Governor Harry, I'll echo everyone else's sentiments on congratulating you on a really fantastic year. Certainly the district is poised now over the next many years with the things that are being implemented this year to have much success. One thing about Governor Harry, and I know that there's several past governors in the room and zone chairs, and we're in the Facebook era here where you go to some place and hey, you post pictures, and I know Council Chair Hillary, every place he went to during his governor year, he was posting, I visited this club tonight, and I visited this event. Well, Harry raised the bar for that quite a bit because he doesn't just take pictures, he produces half-hour videos of his travels, right? So that's, you've got a pretty big bar to face there. And of course, Harry and Carol, they do love to travel, and Harry, I do have a little something for you here. And while Harry opens this up, I'll ask a trivia question. I really don't think anybody in the room is going to know the answer to this one, but how many towns are there in the state of Connecticut? Oh my goodness, how does everyone know that? I don't know. But as you travel around the state in your continuing adventures,
How appropriate is this, the 169 Club? Of course, Dave, as everyone knows, Dave is a runner, and he is, about 3/4 of the way to 169? Once he reaches a race in every town in the state, every city, then he gets, I don't know, he becomes... He gets a huge honor. And then this gentleman is actually coming to our Harlington Historical Society pretty soon. So you just saved me having to buy the book from him. We'll just go and have him autograph the thing for us. So thank you, Dave.
Dave Roberts?
From my experience in Lions, there's nothing like the opportunity to serve as a district governor. It gives you a chance to really meet everybody, not only in your district, but your multiple and throughout the world. And I know when I came to this district, I came to take care of my parents, and my dad passed away about 7 months after I got here. And the Lions in this district really gathered around me, and Harry gave me an opportunity to be in his cabinet. And one of the most important duties of a district governor is finding the right people for the right position to really help serve others. And Harry asked me if I would be the chair of Lions Day with United Nations, never having been to Lions Day with United Nations. And I talked to some people like PDG Len and Blanche Sewell and others that had worked on this in the past. And this year we had, fortunately, two luxury buses, thank you, Steve, and 37 Leos go down to Lions UN, or to the UN headquarters for Lions Day with the UN. But Harry and Carol also passionate about the Audubon Society, about environmental issues, and also he learned about me that I'm actually a film reviewer for the International Film Festival, and your lights, camera, action theme was just so appropriate to highlight not only your show, but the importance of telling our story to others. So great minds think alike. But my gift is different than Dave Yaddick's gift because I actually went to East Windsor today to the Warehouse Point Library and I got Marty Podskotch, the author of Connecticut 169 to autograph the book. So Carol, if you would come up here. You each now will have a book for when you go. And I have to thank my table. I'm sitting with the Harwington and Torrington Lions Club people. Thank you for spilling over Carol's book, Facebook book. But I have had the most enjoyable time getting to know your club, and just it's wonderful. But on behalf of Barkhamsted Lions Club and my family, thank you for the leadership you both have shown this year for this district, and I know you will continue to show for many years to come. We all love you.
You rocked it.
Harry, it's been a pleasure to know you over the years and to work with you. It's been an experience. I have something here I'd like to just state. Congratulations. Time goes by so fast, as we mentioned over the years. PDG means powered done gone after the 30th of June. So we're wishing you brighter days ahead. Best of luck from Nora and Bob. So when you're sitting home after July 1st and the phone's not ringing, and the computer's not receiving any emails from international or the clubs, this is something to help you get by the days.
Here's trouble. Here's trouble.
Probably a blow-up job.
You have no idea how close you are. I just want to say that I've known Harry for several years now. He has mentored me on a lot of issues, gave me a lot of wisdom. And Harry, I have to tell you that over my 40 years in the East Windsor Lions Club, I've met a lot of great people who've given me words of wisdom, taken me under their wing in certain instances and so forth, and you rank right up there with the best of them. Now for business at hand. It's not a cream pie. I wanted a cream pie, but the chef didn't have any. Oh, okay.
I already got mine.
My committee and myself, and unfortunately, my committee is asked to remain anonymous given the situation. We tried to come up with an appropriate gift, if you will, and to celebrate your year, almost year, as a district governor. And the only thing that we could come up with would be a new trophy, and we've labeled it the Harry Schuh District 23B Trophy for the year 2019. We had a bit of a problem putting it together. First problem we had was...
No super glue?
Excuse me?
No super glue?
Pretty close. We had a hard time finding a one-legged man that was willing to donate his extra shoe for this award. We were a little underfunded, so we had to kind of put it together ourselves. And then we wanted to poll someone who would be worthy of being the first recipient of this gift, and the winner is Harry Schuh. So Harry, and get ready, Kathy, or Carol. I'm thinking of Kathy. Harry Schuh, District 23. And now I'd like to introduce Phil Zernak.
Michael, you don't have to fear anything, because as you get shorter, which is going to happen, and it's not from wearing pins either, they make stools for us. Anyway, Harry, Carol, you come up too, please. We are the sponsors for Harry and Carol coming into the Pin Trading Club. And so we're very happy that they're going to be active again and going to some of our events. But before that, I was wondering what we could do for you. We know you have a passion. So on behalf of us, Elaine and myself, that will help your passion. There is something in there for Carol's passion as well. Very nice. No comment. You have your night out by yourself.
Yeah, Phil and Elaine were our sponsors, and Carol is a collector of knights, since she is a knight. She's a chevalier from France, actually. And we are members of the Connecticut Civil War Roundtable, so I have an interest in the Civil War. So these are all pins from the Civil War. So fabulous. Thank you so much, Phil. And yes, we will, Phil.
Do we have any other speakers? Okay, I think Harry's used up all of his time, so now at this point, I'd like to introduce Harry to come up and provide some closing remarks for us.
Thank you so much. Where do I begin? What a great turnout. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I really appreciate. I'm not sure I'm worthy of all this, but it's been a fabulous year. I have so many people to thank. I mean, I'd like to thank certainly every person in this room. I count you all as friends and appreciate all the support. You know, as a district governor, you can't do it without the support of your family, your friends. My wife, Carol, as you heard, has been my constant support now for over 40 years. So she has been with me every step of the way. Our team, as Roland said, our team to put this together was great. Roland and Donna, Julie did such a fabulous job. The program's beautiful. Thank you, Julie. Nancy Schneier helped so much, and Carol. So I think everything turned out great here. The support that I've received, you know, to do the things, we've done some good things here in the district, you know, really moving things forward. In many ways, we talked about the diabetes, the opioid crisis, but you can't do it without a team. So the team that we've put together this year has really been fabulous. You know, I look around and I see things we've done with the Leos, with childhood cancer, with Chris Radio. Thank you, Diane and Michael, for coming. Chris Radio, wonderful to be here. And the one thing that I've learned, or one of the many things that I've learned as I've gone around, actually these last 3 years, and visited clubs and gone to meetings, is the passion that we have as Lions. You know, we're volunteers, and it's different when you're leading a group of volunteers rather than leading a group of, say, employees, because the engagement, the passion is already there. So it's always, you know, well, how do you get volunteers to do things? is easy because they want to do it to begin with. You know, we are all here, we serve. Where there's a need, there's a lion. Our mottos are wonderful because that's exactly what we do. So all we need to do is to tap into what we are already here doing. So that makes it so much easier, and it makes it fun. Because really all you need to do is to ask people and they respond. I mean, I can look around and I can see so many faces, you know, where all I need to say is, oh, I need you to do something. So sure, what do you need? You know, what do you need it by? So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And the great thing about visiting all the clubs too is you see the breadth and the depth of what we do as Lions. You look at the clubs, and I know all the past district governors and past council chairs will agree with me. All the clubs are different, but they all bring such value to what we do and to how we do it as Lions. And that's probably the single best thing. You know, I know as you go around, Evan, you know, visit the clubs that you haven't seen, and Bill, as you go around and visit clubs, you'll be so impressed with what you see from each of the clubs and what they do to help us in our mission as Lions. And remember, we're the Association of Lions Clubs. So it's not the Oak Brook, Illinois organization. It's each of the clubs in all of our districts. And John, thank you so much for pointing out how many towns and everything that our districts affect. You know, we are all over the state. We are all over the world. You know, our 1.4 million Lions strong. So my goal was to leave the district in better shape. I hope I have done that. I am going to be here to help everyone who comes along. So Carol and I are not moving anywhere. We're going to be right here in Harwinton. We hope to be much more active with the Harwinton Lions Club next year. But thank you so much, Roland. You've done a great job this year as president. And I'm sure you'll continue. Roland will be our president again next year. And Ed will be... He knows it now. But he's on Ev's list of people that to be inducted or to be installed this coming Wednesday. So, as we said, Ev and I have had a great relationship over the years, and the two of them. Actually, you know, you gave credit to me, but the credit for putting them together is our matchmaker in the back of the room, Carol. It all started a couple of years ago at a holiday party. We had a holiday party, 2016 in December. And Carol thought, maybe they would make a good couple. So she sat them at our table. And I guess it's all history from here. And Harwinton has actually gained a resident. Bristol's lost, yes. Sorry, guys. It's Harwinton's gain. Although I do understand that is still going to remain a Bristol Lion. So we've got the best of both worlds here with Evan, Bristol, and Harwinton. But again, thank you so much for coming. This has been a great evening. I'm humbled, and I feel blessed to count you all as friends and supporters and colleagues as we move forward in our journey in Lionism. So thank you so much.
Harry, thank you for your passion, your leadership, and especially your humility. Last, we're going to have our benediction now from past council chair Ellen Dan Hirsch.
Please bow your heads. He has helped the childless see. He has built a school. He has brought more men nourishment where hunger was the rule. He has helped a young girl hear and brought a mother joy. He has helped at Christmas time to bring a child a toy. He has helped raise guide dogs, and he has watched with pride as a blind man goes to work each day with his dog by his side. He has battled drug abuse and conquered river blindness. He has helped the elderly with simple acts of kindness. He has flipped more pancakes than any man could count. He's collected glasses in staggering amounts. He has gone to China where millions could not see. He changed that in Calcutta, and he changed it in Beijing. And if a friend should ask him why he gives up so much time, he will not have an answer. He'll just say, I'm a lion. If I could see in every face a pair of eyes that shine, it would be enough for me. You see, friend, I'm a lion. And when his term is over and he can do no more, he'll leave behind some younger cubs he taught to mind the store. And when he stands before his maker, accounting for his time, he'll say, I kept no balance sheet. You see, I'm just a lion. Amen.
Hi, Dave. Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you again. Very nice time.
Absolutely. Now, how many years have you been a lion?
Over 40.
40 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Hi again, Dave.
Hi there. How are you today?
Wonderful. How's Reg?
She's good. She's coming along good.
Tell her we said hi.
Yeah.
We're going to miss her. Hi, Denise. This is a wonderful occasion. We're happy that you are joining us.
Yes. Well, you know, I cut back a lot, but I like to do the important things. You know, and come to the important things. And here I am.
Great. Excellent. Thanks, Dave. Yeah. Hello again. Hasn't this been an exciting evening?
Well, it was a great show. I'm just so excited. And someone asked me what I thought was the highlight of the show. The whole show was a highlight. And I thought for sure Harry might have been a bit emotional, but I know he was very appreciative of us honoring him here tonight at the Chatterleys here in Torrington, Connecticut.
I'm sure he is appreciative, and we had a wonderful time, and I enjoyed having you as my co-host, Chickie.
Well, Cappy, it's always a pleasure to be a co-host here on your show. I'd like to do it again in the near future.
I look forward to it.
Thanks
Until then, we're going to say...
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
During my district governor year, we celebrated a very special year with our first woman international president of our great association. So let me leave you with a video of our president, Gudrun Ingvadottir, 2018-2019. Bye now.
In Iceland, we have to be creative because the nature is not always so friendly.
Gudrun Ingvadottir has been using creative problem-solving to blaze new trails all her life.
If there's an obstacle, there's always an opportunity. It's just a new challenge and you find a creative way to solve it.
Gudrun's perseverance comes from her Icelandic roots.
I remember many times my father took me hiking and I thought it was too difficult. He said, if you enjoy the journey, it makes it easier to reach your goals. My parents taught me to enjoy the nature and plant trees.
Her mother planted seeds of self-confidence that helped Gudrun grow into a multifaceted woman. During college, Gudrun met John.
I thought he was the most handsome man in the school, but he never saw me.
We were one weekend out on the countryside.
We were doing an activity, as a kind of icebreaker.
And then suddenly I saw this young girl.
He asked me to dance.
And I fall in love with her. And I think she fall in love with me.
And after that, we have been together. We were 17.
We have been helping each other all our lives.
Some people do have 2 children and a dog, but we have 2 children and 4,000 trees.
We went to our summer cottage planting trees.
I wanted to climb the trees that were this small.
And now we are planting trees with our grandchildren. Your mom planted this tree when she was about your age.
Really? Yeah. It's amazing to go and see what they have done. They're really big.
It has taught me that everything takes time and you will see the result in the end.
I want to be a good role model for my children and my grandchildren. I want them to see what is important.
One of her role models is Vigdis Finnbogadottir, the world's first democratically elected female president.
I was so proud to see this woman come forward, and I knew her personally because She was my French teacher.
She was among my students in high school and a very charming person, intelligent and well educated.
Gudrun's first degree was in biomedical science from the University of Iceland.
I was working at the laboratory for a while.
She is a problem-solving person. She taught me how to lead a team.
I became a trainer, a teacher, by accident.
While living in Sweden and raising 2 young children, she studied education, management and leadership. She was destined to become the Vice Director of Continuing Education at the University of Iceland.
Very solid scientific foundations.
I think it would be great to have it here regularly.
What I really liked was her dedication to whatever we were doing.
Success in her career didn't stop Gudrun from being committed to her passions, including art.
I said to myself, I don't want to die and never have been able to study art history. So I think it's about time to make that dream come true. Being an artist or open to art gives you opportunity to see all the colors of life, all the shapes of life.
Gudrun has, in all aspects of her life, been creative.
Her creativity and leadership have been an asset to Lions.
One of the biggest contributions Gudrun have made was with Lions Quest.
She founded several LEA clubs when I was a teenager.
She was also thinking even further ahead. Those people would probably become good Lions members in the future.
To accomplish more, to serve more people, we need more members, both men and women. And we have to develop new leaders, both men and women.
Gudrun taught me everything I know about Lions. First when we were preparing for the World Sight Day, but then also through the leadership school that I took.
It was one of the first in Europe, and it have made a big step forward for us Lions in Iceland.
Lions Club Eik are extremely proud to have Gudrun as the international president. Gudrun will inspire the world by her Icelandic character. She is indeed a role model.
I have the challenge and opportunity to be the first woman.
She will make a difference for Lions, especially making people realize men and women are equal. We should have equal opportunities within Lions.
The world around us is changing, and we cannot just do what we did last year or last decade. We have to go at the same speed and the same direction as the communities we live in. We have to move forward.
Gudrun Ingvadottir, 2018 to 19 International President.
We hope you enjoyed our show this evening. Tune in next week for another Lion Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. Good night.
Bye-bye.